Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is December 31st, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. What a year it was. Very tough year. Mainly because of Feds. They've been increasing the rates. That's why stock market is down big time. Look, on Friday we got markets pretty much down as you can see here. Even though they tried to make a small comeback toward the end here. Dow Jones down, Nasdaq down, S&P 500 down. All these indices are down as you can see here. So with that, what we'll do is we'll look at some of the markets here. Quick market update, then jump into short squeeze names and see how to benefit from it. Look, from a market perspective, you can go into futures here and click on indices. Look, most of the indices are down for the year. Look, Dow Jones Industrial Average holding pretty much okay here, but still it's down for the year. S&P 500 down, Nasdaq down big time, Russell, which is small cap, down big time, and most of the markets are down here. Energy is trying to make a comeback here toward the end here. Look, energy has been doing pretty okay from December onwards here. And as you look through bonds here, bonds are trying to come down here. With bonds coming down here, interest rates will be going higher. So that's a issue for most folks here and most corporations. And look, from a metal perspective here, look, gold is shining again. When there is inflation worry, gold goes higher. Silver also doing pretty well here. Platinum doing great, with the exception of palladium. Other metals are doing very well here. And look, from a currency perspective, currency US dollar is coming down. That's a good news for most of these big multinational corporations. So with that, without further ado, let's go into screener here and look at the short squeeze names and see how to benefit from it. Look, I got a short squeeze screener here. You could do this from your own free account here. You could go to finviz.com. I got elite membership, but you could just log into finviz.com here. You could do exact same thing here. I suggest registering your own user ID here, which is free, so that way you can save your screeners. Look, I got a short interest screener here. Very simple. Only criteria is float or 10%. That's one criteria, and the second criteria is current volume is more than 1 million shares. Look, top of the list we got Silvergate. Silvergate used to be very good stock a while ago when crypto was going higher. Now with the crypto coming down here, Silvergate came down big time here. And we got Carvana, Apron, so on and so forth here. This is in the descending order. So look, if you go into ownership tab here, in the ownership tab, Finviz gives you the float here. You can see the float here. Look, nice short float here. And it's sorted by ascending order. Just by clicking on the column here, you could sort it by ascending or descending order. Right now it's sorted based on the descending order. And just because I got Finviz Elite platform here, I could go into custom view here and look at multiple columns that I want to look at. Look, I got insider and institutional transactions, short float, current ratio, debt to equity, and look, I also have performance, and I got net profit margin and gross profit margin. And if you have Finviz Elite membership, you could download all of this data into your Excel spreadsheet and do more analysis. That's exactly what I've done. And Finviz is good when it comes to short squeeze type data, and TradingView is good. They give you a lot of data. And look, multiple scanners. I got multiple types of data here. That's why I love to look at Finviz and Fintel and bar chart when it comes to options. And we got your trading view when it comes to a lot of data. They give you a whole bunch of data here. So with that, let's jump in here and look at the spreadsheet and go from there. Look, I got a spreadsheet here based on this multiple data, and look, I got here this data is compiled, and now I sorted this data by short interest or short float. Look, this sheet is sorted by short float here. Stock at the top has got highest short float, as you can see here. Silvergate with the highest short float, as you can see here. And I could click on Silvergate here. I get some more information at the top here. Look, Silvergate current IV rank is 65, as you can see here. That tells you, for the folks who want to sell put options, it's a good stock, but I would not recommend it because crypto is coming down off late here. Instead, go after better candidates here. And we also have other information here. Look, the growth is 83% for a 1 year sales growth. Quarter over quarter sales growth is 73%. And look, their earning is coming up in January, and we got multiple information. Look, from a finance perspective, they get a F rate from Morningstar here. That's one of the reasons I don't go after this one at this time here. And look, we got few more information here. As you scan through here, we got the performance in 1 day and 5 days going higher. That tells you off late this stock is trying to go higher. That could be good news here. And in the options market here, look, options volume is pretty healthy. I mean, not great. It's actually pretty low, I would say. And because options volume is a little bit lower, I would not play too much with the options with this one here, because stock is going high here and still short float is high, as you can see here. And as you can see here, short ratio is still high. So if you want to buy at this time here, you could buy some. Given look, RSI perspective, RSI 7 days 42, as you can see here. So you could still buy this stock here, given RSI is low at this level here, and you could try to benefit from lower RSI here. And second one is Carvana, as you can see here. Carvana has been struggling off late here. This has got some bankruptcy type issues going on here. That's why this stock is struggling. And look, it's a $4 stock here. As you look through here, look, folks are really buying this stock here. Look, in 1 day and 5 day, it's trying to go higher, and the stock has gone so much higher in 5 days, as you can see here. From a RSI perspective, 7-day RSI is 52 here. That tells you RSI perspective is trying to go higher. But look, 14-day RSI is just 40. That tells you from a RSI perspective, it's improving off late here. And as you scan through, your short ratio is still healthy. Look, 52% short ratio. That tells you this has some legs here, even at this level here. Given RSI is still low here, this can go higher. And as you scan through here from an options perspective, option volume is 39,000, as you see here. And that's a pretty okay here, pretty healthy options volume. Not great volume, but it's pretty okay from an options volume perspective. And as you scan through here, we've got net delta. This tells you folks are buying call options because the net delta is positive. That tells you folks are buying the call options at this time here. So that's about the Carvana here, and we got few more here. We got MicroStrategy here. Look, MicroStrategy is again a crypto related stock, as many of you know here, and stock price is 141. This is like you're owning the Bitcoin. They have a lot of Bitcoin on their balance sheet, as many of you know here. And this one, as you see here, profitability is F. They're not good from a profitability perspective. Morningstar gives a F here. But look what's going on here. Even MicroStrategy here is trying to go higher in 1 day here, and RSI perspective completely sold off here. Look, 30 RSI in 14-day here, and RSI in 7 days 22. That tells you this stock is getting weaker here. So for the folks who are believing in crypto here, as crypto is bottoming, you could try to go into this stock here. Look, IV rank is very low here, just 15 here. That's why you can't sell put options, but if you believe in crypto here, you could buy some call options or call spreads here, maybe 60-day or 90-day out. So as crypto goes higher, you could make some money with this one here. And we got a few more here. Marathon Digital, again a crypto stock, as many of you know here. Look, Marathon is also coming down, as you can see here. Look at the 1 day, 5 day performance here, but it's trying to turn the corner in 1 day on Friday, as you can see here. This is a $3 stock, as you can see here. RSI perspective, RSI 14 days 26, and RSI in 7 days 27. That tells you it's trying to improve. Look, in a 1 day time frame here, it's trying to go higher. And from a volume perspective, keep watching. We got volume here. From a volume perspective, about 9 million shares traded, but volume on Friday is 24% lower compared to 10-day average volume, 30%. 43% lower compared to 30-day volume, and look, it's also down compared to 60-day volume. So volume is drying up, as you can see here. And you got Bed Bath and Beyond here, BBBY, as many of you know here. Bed Bath and Beyond, look, this one has got very good options volume here. Look, its options volume is about 43,000, which is pretty good here. And look, this one is RSI perspective, it's 26 right now, and look, RSI from a 7-day perspective, it's 27. That tells you this is also trying to slightly make a move in 1 day, 5 day here, and given short ratio is still high, short ratio is 44 here. You could make a play for this one also, and the list goes on here, as you can scan through here. And what we'll do is here we'll just quickly do some more filter here and look at the short squeeze. We want to see what stocks have got highest short squeeze here and go after those. What I will do is I will go here and look at the short squeeze score, and let's look at more than 70%. All right, greater than 70%. All right, so now we got stocks with the short squeeze score more than 70% here. All these names have got very high short squeeze score, as you can see here. We got all the short squeeze score right here. And if you are a options type person here, you keep watching the options. I got some option information here. Look, we got open interest here. Look, we got as you can scan through it, we've got all great information when it comes to options here. Look, if you're an options trader, you got to be paying attention to look, we got option open interest here. You got to pay attention to options open interest. The higher the open interest, that tells you these stocks are very, very active in the options market. Look, we got Bed Bath and Beyond right here. Look at that options open interest here, 1.4 million contracts held by traders here. That's why options open interest is very high. And as you scan through here, look, we got a few more information here. Look, we got option net delta. The net delta is positive. That tells you folks are buying call options here, and you can see here folks are spending a lot of money here, $371,000 here to buy call options here. At the same time, they're also selling some premium here, which is because folks are also selling some call premium, probably at a higher price here, and they're buying put options. As you can see here, they're buying put premium is 340k, but look, folks are selling also put options here. Look at the put premium sold. Put premium sold is bigger than put premium bought. That tells you at this time BBBY folks are more bullish. That's why they're buying more call options, as you can see here, compared to selling call options, and they're actually selling more put options. That's a bullish. So at this time, folks are a little bit bullish about Bed Bath and Beyond here. And then we got a few more here as we scan through here. Keep watching options open interest here, and we got a few more. Look, beyond meat here again, pretty active in the options market. And what we'll do now is we look at highest option open interest here and look at those. Let's look at options open interest at least more than a million, and see which of these short squeeze names have got highest open interest. So let's really try to say greater than here, and instead of 1 million, let's say 900,000. All right, so this will look at few of these names with the highest open interest here. Look, these, if you are a options player here, or even generally, whenever there's a very high options open interest here, these stocks can really go higher or lower because they're active in the options market as well as the stock market here. Look, we got BBBY here with the nice and high options open interest. Look at the GameStop here. GameStop also has got very high options open interest here. Look at GameStop right here. And look at the options open interest, 1.4 million open interest. These are the contracts held by customers or traders. And from a options delta perspective, look, folks are really it's slightly negative delta at this time. That tells you folks are a little bit bearish, not too much. It's a little bit bearish here. And look, call premium bought. From a call premium bought perspective, more premium is bought than premium sold. That tells you slightly bullish from a call perspective. But on the put perspective here, look, folks are buying more put options compared to call options here. That tells you slightly bearish. That's why we got net delta negative 13, as you can see here. And we got a few more here. Keep watching the premiums and net delta here. Look at the rig. Before you go to rig here, look, AMC here. AMC also has got very high open interest here. Look at the open interest in AMC here, 2.8 million. That tells you it's super active, and slightly negative options delta here. That tells you right now it's slightly negative when it comes to traders. And as you scan through here, call premium bought is very high here compared to call premium sold. But look at that put premium bought here. Folks are buying put options like no tomorrow. They're afraid of this one going down. That's why they're buying a lot of put options here. That's why we got huge amount of put premium bought here. And as you scan through here, call open interest is going higher nicely here. But look, put open interest change is really going much higher here because folks are worried. They're buying put options left and right. And we got a few more here with the high open interest. Keep watching here. If you're active in the options market, look, we got rig here, which is the Transocean, and this one also has got very high options delta here. We can look at few of these here and go from there. So what we'll do next is we'll look at my favorite platform here to do a little more research. We'll research few more stocks here and go from there. Look, we'll go back here into my favorite platform here, traditix.com, and see what's going on in this market right now. So normally when I go into traditix.com here, it kind of tells you what's going on in the overall market. I typically look at my favorite place here, which is sector rotations. Look, you can get a good idea. Even if you don't have premium account, I suggest go into traditix.com, create a free account. You can look at most of the information here. Some informations are for premium subscriber, but like information like stock rotations, anybody can take a look at this one here with the free registered account. And right now I'm choosing here 7 day here. Look, in last 7 days what's going on here. Look, we got energy here, energy trending higher. This is energy. But look at all the way at the bottom is our technology here. Technology is really lagging behind. And look, after energy here, next one is right here, which is this one right here. Financials are doing okay here. That's the next one here. And look, we got the green one here, communication. Think about Meta and stocks like Facebook or Meta, Pinterest. They seem to be doing pretty okay off late here. And then you got one more here, industrials are doing well. And we got consumer staples, they're slightly coming down as you can see here. And then you can look at 15-day to get some idea what's going on here. Look, energy is parting, going up nicely here. Whereas in 15 days, we got consumer discretionary, coming down. Folks really shying away from, consumers are shying away from Amazon.com, Walmart, and so on and so forth. And that's why it's coming down here. And you can go into even higher time frame here, 30-day. And look, we got all the way at the bottom here, consumer discretionary, that's coming down here. Consumers are not spending too much money here. But look, all the way at the top here, we got utilities. Utilities are doing well regardless of recession fears. You got to pay your electricity bill, that's why it's on the top here. And next is healthcare. Healthcare is typically a defensive sector, as many of you know here. All right, that's good enough when it comes to market rotation. Let's go into options dashboard here. Before that, let's go into stock dashboard. We look at few stocks here. Let's start with the GameStop here and see what's going on with the GameStop here. Look, from a GameStop perspective, we got a nice chart from tradeetics.com here. Look, right now GameStop is $18. This stock has come down big time in last couple days here. Let's see what's going on here and why it came down. Let's go into a 30-minute chart here that should give us about 10-15 days to play with here. And what we'll do is we'll go into the dark pool levels here and look at the bi-weekly dark pool and see what's going on in the bi-weekly dark pool here. Look, from a dark pool perspective, look at the dark pool here. Look, 42.69 million dark pool, that's a negative here. But to really balance it out here, we got 51.23 million positive dark pool here. That kind of neutralizes that pretty much. And then you got a few more negative dark pool. And look, from a positive dark pool level, we got some positive dark pool level going on here. That's why, because of these positive dark pool levels at 18.8, 18.4, it can attract the price stock towards this 18.8 or 19 level here. And next, let's look at the Greek levels here. My favorite Greek is the gamma exposure here. You could even look at spot GEX or GEX, doesn't matter. Let's go into spot GEX here and look at all. All right, so look what's going on here. Right now we got good support level here. It might come around 18.8 or so. That's a support level here. Once it crosses this level here, the next level right here, look, this dark gray zone here, Tradeetics calls it a ghost zone here. Once the stock goes above say 18.8 or so, then stock will cruise all the way to 20 levels. So in between 18.8 and 20, there is no resistance for this stock here. That's why it can cruise along this level. Keep watching here. The moment it crossed 18.8 here, it went to 20. This can be a good resistance level. If it pierce through this level, it can go into this higher level here, but this can act as a resistance for some point here. That's why keep watching here. If GameStop crosses 18.8, if it can use this as a support here, then we got a good situation here. It can go all the way here to 20, and 20 can be a good resistance level here. And if it crosses 20, then the next place is really higher, which is about let's see here, about say about 25 or so here. That's the next level here. All right, so now let's go into GameStop and look at the options market and see what options market is telling us. We can go in here and look at the symbol here. Let's put GameStop here. All right, so GameStop is coming up here. Look, from a GameStop overall direction perspective, bearish. Look, we got bearish here. There are more put options versus call options. Call options are just 40%. Remaining 60% is put options. Net premium perspective, by looking at today's options flow activities, net premium is negative. That tells you folks a little bit careful. From a flow perspective, bearish flow right now, and on Friday stock went up by 2.56%. As you look through here, look, we got a few charts here from a net flow perspective. Look, folks are buying put options. That's why put option line is going higher. Call option line is kind of stable here. And with that, let's jump in here and look at my favorite spots here. Let's go right into options. The gamma exposure here. Look, from a gamma exposure perspective, there is nothing much going on here. Let's go in here and look at spot gamma exposure here. We can go into spot GAX here. Look, we got a pretty good level here about. Say this is at 20 is a good level, like we talked about here. This 20 level can be a good level to attract stock toward this price here. Right now stock is at 18. If the stock can go higher, it will basically, this 20 level will act as a magnet here, pull the stock toward the 20 level. That's how it is set up here. And as you scan through, we'll look at a few more things here. Look at the open interest. Look, from an open interest perspective, I love Traditics platform here. They're telling us, about 20.5 here. We got a nice call open interest here. And look, folks are buying put options like no tomorrow. Look at the put volume here, or put open interest here. And look, we got some nice call open interest even at 225. Folks are really thinking GameStop will go higher. And if you look through here, Traditics also does a great job looking at what might happen. I love this chart here. This is a dealer Greek build up here. This kind of tells you what's going on here. Look, dealers have got positive delta right now. That's why look at this all these green arrows. That tells you dealers are sitting on the positive delta. The moment dealers are sitting on the positive delta, they have to basically hedge their position. To hedge their position, they have to basically short the stock, in accordance with the delta of these options. That's why right now dealers are sitting on the short stock here. So, if the stock tries to go higher, then these dealers will have to, basically cover the short. That's why, the stock can go higher. As you scan through here, this is, another my favorite place here. Let's go through here. Yeah, right here. Look, we got here Greek correlations here. So this tells you right now the Greek correlation perspective. We got here 0.03 from a delta perspective. Historically, when the delta is about 0.03, as you can scan through here, look, stock is not moving much here. Look at these dots, both places here. The big orange ball here, or a circle here, that tells you historically, right now it's the delta is 0.03, and these dots around it, it tells you historically when the delta is 0.03 how the stock has moved. So it tells you, when the delta is around 0.03, don't expect too much movement in the stock. It can go slightly higher, slightly lower, but by looking at these dots here, looks like lower dots are more. That tells you stock can go slightly lower also here. That's how it is set up here. On the other hand, if the delta is somewhere at zero level, it tells you it can go up or down equally. And if the delta is negative, that tells you, again, you can see the distribution here. But right now it's set up as if there is not too much movement. It can go slightly high, slightly low, but it can, really act as a magnet and try to go around 20 level like we talked about. But, movements will be slightly, not too much movement here. Even the dots are not too far away from the orange bubble here. All right, so that's about GameStop here. And next we'll go into BBBY here and see what's going on with the Bed Bath and Beyond. BBBY. All right, so we'll do the same trick here. Let's go into time frame and go into 30-minute time frame here, and let's look at the time frame, and we can go into the dark pool level here and go to bi-weekly dark pool, and let's see what's going on here. Look here, from a dark pool perspective, we got a dark pool level here, 1.47 million at 2.5. That's really pulling the stock toward that level here. That's why, look, it's trying to hit there here. And it's also a VWAP. VWAP is acting as a resistance here, but the moment stock crosses over this VWAP level here, the VWAP can become a good support, and stock can go higher. Look at this next dark pool level here, 865k here. It's a ask, but this is a good level here. There's no level in between here. All right, now let's go in here and look at the Greek levels here. My favorite Greek is gamma exposure. You could also do spot gex here. Let's go to spot gex and let's look at all and go from there. All right, so let's all right, so let's do one thing. Let's go again here, Greek level. Let's just go to gex and look at that here. Let's say all. All right, so looks like this is not showing the gamma exposure. What we'll do is we'll look at the gamma exposure in the options chart. So with that, let's go back here to BBBY options here and see what's going on here. Let's go into BBBY here. All right, so let's go all the way here. Look from a net flow perspective. Let's give it a minute here. Look, stock is trying to go higher nicely. Look, nice uptick here, as you can see here. And let's go in here. There's not too much option activity. That's why you don't see too much net flow here. But let's go in here. Look, from an open interest perspective, we got more call open interest. And we, look, put options are also going higher, but call options buying is even more. That tells you folks are bullish on BBBY. Call options is being bought much more compared to put options. That's a good story here. And next is open interest by strike. Look, we got nice call open interest here at about $10, and look, even $80 folks have bought a lot of this open interest, a lot of these call options, as you can see here. And next biggest thing is really to look at this year. Look, folks are really bullish on this BBBY because folks are traders are bullish. The retail traders are bullish. Look at the market maker. Market maker is sitting on this negative delta. The moment market maker is sitting on this negative delta here, they will end up buying the stock here in proportion to the delta. That's why, because these market makers have got the stock here. So as it becomes more and more negative, they will basically buy more and more stock in proportion to the delta. So that's a good story here. They're buying the stock. That's a good story here. And again, because delta is negative, it also tells you the retail traders are really buying the call options. That's why dealers have got negative delta here. All right, let's jump in here and look what's going on here. Look, from a delta perspective, we got 0.02 here, which is right here. By looking at the history here, there's a better chance of BBBY going higher. Look, we got some higher dots here. It can go higher, it can go slightly lower also. We got one dot here, but we got these green dots are much much farther away from this orange ball here, or orange circle. That tells you there is a good chance of BBBY going higher compared to going lower. That's how it's set up as of now. And let's just go in here and look at the gamma exposure, and let's go into spot gamma exposure here. So from a gamma exposure perspective, nothing much is going on. That's why we did not get the gamma exposure line in the other chart. Look, typically to look at the gamma exposure, you got to make sure it's above 0.4 either side, but right now it's nothing much here. So that's why there is nothing much activity going on here from a gamma exposure perspective. But generally, look, the moment we have high dealer delta here, look, negative dealer delta. The moment there's a high negative dealer delta, look, it might cause the stock to go higher as you go forward. That's a positive news here, because the dealer delta is building up here. The folks are buying call options more and more. In turn, these market makers have to sell them the call option, and to hedge, they will buy the actual stock itself. That's why there is a chance this stock can go higher, mainly because dealers or market makers are buying the actual stock to hedge selling the options to the general public. All right, that's about BBBY. Next, let's look at AMC and see what's going on with the AMC here. All right, let's bring up AMC here. Look, AMC stock price is $4, not too much, very low price as you can see here. And let's bring up here time frame. Let's say 30 minutes here. That'll give us a couple days to play with, about 10 days or so. And let's go into the dark pool levels here. And let's say dark pool, say bi-weekly dark pool levels here. All right, look what's going on here from a dark pool perspective. We got nice and high positive dark pool. We got some negative 1.06 dark pool here, but at the same time we got some higher dark pool right here underneath that. I think it could be 2.60 or something. It's a positive dark pool going on here. That's why it can go into 4.1 level because it's a higher dark pool activity. But then look at 4.3, we got some negative dark pool bid going on here, but 4.6 is a positive. Looks like there are some positive dark pools activities also going on here. So with that, let's go into the Greek levels here and look at the spot gamma exposure levels here, and let's say all. All right, so this one has got a lot of gamma exposure as you can see here. Right now we are sitting in this gamma exposure chart about $4 as you can see here. This can act as a nice support / resistance level here. We got to make sure the stock crosses over 4.1 here. The moment stock crosses over 4.1 here, this zone, as many of you know, it's basically a ghost zone here. Market maker is not going to do anything to hamper or assist the stock move here. It can cruise through this zone here and get into the next zone around say 4.8 to 5. So right now we got to watch out for this stock to cross 4.1 here. If it crosses 4.1, then it can cruise along here and go into say 4.8. That's how it is set up here. All right, now let's go in here and look at what's going on from a options market perspective, and go into AMC and look at the options market. All right, so from an options market perspective, look, from a net flow perspective, as you can see here, we got put options going higher. We got put options slightly going higher as you can see here. And as you scan through here, look, call options, call volume is coming down. Put volume is pretty stable here. But overall, open interest perspective, call open interest is going higher. But looks like put open interest is also going higher. And next is the gamma exposure level. So before we go there, look, there is a very high call open interest at 2.5 here. Folks are really buying a lot of call options here. Even at 4.5, there is a high open interest from a put perspective. Folks are really buying a lot of put options here. But look at about 7.5. Let's see what level it is here. And we also have a nice call open interest at $8, as you can see here. And let's jump in here and look at what's going on with the dealer Greek buildup here. Look, from a dealer perspective, dealers are having a positive delta, but look, it's decreasing. That tells you right now folks are buying put options like we talked about earlier, because retail traders are buying put options. Actually they're buying put options, so these market maker have to sell them the put options. That's why we got positive delta in the dealer. The moment dealer has got positive delta, they don't want to be directionally active. That's why they will be shorting the stock here. That's why basically the moment they short stock here to neutralize, there is a chance the stock can go lower. That's how it's set up right now. Dealers have got positive delta here, but good news is look, level is coming down. That could be good news here. All right, now let's look at what's going on here. Look, we are right here from a delta perspective, 0.44, and when the delta is 0.44 historically, look, it's probably it's a little more skewed on the positive side. We got more blue or green dots on the positive side here. It's skewed on the positive side by looking at the history. That's why by looking at this Greek correlations, there's a chance that this can go higher. And then let's just go into the gamma exposure levels here and look at the spot GEX here. Look, from a spot gamma exposure perspective, nothing much is going on here. I think look, we got higher levels over here, but right now there is not too much levels here. This one is very low level here. This one is what at 4.0 here, but typically you want magnets or bigger levels to be above 0.4 here, then they will act as magnet. Right now we got a magnet all the way here at $8, but stock has to go quite some distance to get to this level here. That's why this is not a magnet. Right now we don't have a magnet, but look, as as dealer Greek, as you can see here, that the dealer delta is reducing, as you can see here. That can create some upswing here. Best option is to look at this here, Greek correlation here. This one is telling you there is some higher chance of this going higher compared to going lower. That's how it is set up right now. All right, let's go back to our spreadsheet here. Look at what else is very big. We talked about a few of these here from in the options market here. As you look through the open interest, we looked at a few of them here. Look, American airline here, it's got very high, open interest here. We could look at this one also here and see what's going on with the American airline. All right, let's look at AAL here and let's go to stock dashboard here. All right, so American Airlines is a $12 stock, as you can see here, and as you see here, we got some revenue, 45.21 billion. That's a good amount here. And let's jump in here and quickly look at time frame. Let's look at 30-minute chart here, and let's look at Greek dark pool level to begin with here, and let's look at bi-weekly dark pool level. And this one, look, it's got some positive as well as negative dark pool levels, as you can see here. Looks like about 12.9 or so. There's a big dark pool negative level here. This will be acting like a resistance level, as you can see here. And we'll go into the Greek levels here. Look at the spot GEX here and look at all and see what's going on with the spot GEX perspective. Look, right now we're in the magnet zone here. This is the magnet zone at 12.7 level or so. Look, this is the magnet zone here. If it crosses through this here, then it will go into this zone, 13 zone here, and if it crosses 13, then it's a smooth sail to 14, as you can see here. Right now we are having this level here, about 13 level, as a resistance level here, because there's a nice gamma exposure which is on the green side, will act as a resistance here. So it has to cross through this 13 level all the way to next magnet here, which is 14 level. That's how it's set up right now. It's trying to take on its this level here. If it goes above this level, there's a chance, look, it crosses through this level. It's a smooth sail. The moment it crosses 13, it can go into the 14 zone. All right, so now let's jump into the options market here and look at American Airline, or AAL. Alright, so American Airline, as you scan through here, let's wait for a minute here. Look, net premium is negative. Folks are really buying put options. It's a bearish from an algo flow perspective. And as you scan through here, look, put options are on the higher side. Call options are coming down. That tells you it's a bearish at this time right now. And as you scan through here, you can look at look on the positive side here, call options are going higher. That's a good story. I like it. But folks are holding a lot of put option open interest here. That's a negative sign here. But it's improving because the call options are taking over put options. That's a good story here. Nice cross here. That's why it's a good story at this time here, with the call options taking over put options here. All right, look, from a open interest perspective, wow, folks are buying put options like no tomorrow. Look at this put option open interest, very high. Folks are really bearish on AAL. And let's look through here and look at this. Look, dealer delta perspective. Dealers are sitting on the positive delta here. It's going higher. That tells you retail traders are really buying put options. That's why dealers are selling them put options here. And because dealers have positive delta, dealers are really shorting the stock here. Look, that's what's going on right now. And the moment dealers have got positive delta, look what's going on. Stock price typically goes down here. Then when the dealers have got negative delta here, there's a chance that it can recover. Right now, since the delta positions are increasing when it comes to dealer or market maker, stock can have some pressure downwards. And next big thing is right here, you can get some good idea by looking at this here. Look, delta right now 0.037. That tells you chance of stock going higher or lower is about the same here. Probably there's slightly higher chance of going higher because there are more dots on the positive side here. That's how it's probably it will go slightly higher. And next you could look at this one right here and look at the spot GEX here and see what's going on. Look, from a level perspective, there are not significant levels here, but look, 12 is a good level, 10 is a good level. Right now stock is at let's see here, stock is at go back right here, stock is at $12 right now. And look, right now as you scan through here, options activities, yeah, 12 and 12.5 are the relatively bigger levels, but this is nowhere too big here. That's why I think there may be some little bit higher move on the positive side by looking at this chart here. Look, dots are more on the positive side. There may be some slight potential for the stock to go higher, but dealer Greek position is telling us the slightly opposite, because the delta is building up, positive delta is building up. There will be some pressure on the stock price here. So with that, we'll stop here, and as always, try to look at what's going on here, and make some good judgment by looking at the short ratio here. Always try to look at high short ratio, especially when the stocks are very active in the options market. That can tell you the what's going on here, and also take a look at how the stock has been doing in 1 day, 5 day here. If the stock is coming down big time here, don't go there. But if the stock is trying to make a small move, like GameStop here trying to go higher slightly here, you could look at such situation here, but don't catch the falling knife. It's not good here. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.